Rasmus Højlund's brace secured Ruben Amorim's first Manchester United victory amid Europa League drama against Bodo/Glimt. Manchester United survived a scare against Bodo/Glimt as a Rasmus Højlund brace ensured Ruben Amorim's maiden match in the Old Trafford dugout ended in his first victory in charge. The 39-year-old Portuguese was named Erik ten Hag's successor at the start of November and received a warm welcome as he led the side out in the Europa League 4 days on from the 1-1 draw at Ipswich. Amorim warned United would suffer for a long period after that first match, and there were some hairy moments in his second game, but his side did enough to triumph 3-2 against Bodo. Alejandro Garnacho opened the scoring after 48 seconds, but for the visitors, who can wrap up a fourth Norwegian title in 5 seasons this weekend, would stun Old Trafford. Bodo struck twice in 4 minutes through Håkon Evjen and Philip Zinckernagel, sending their 6,500 visiting fans, 12% of the city's population, wild. But United supporters would end up celebrating in a week when the club have been roundly criticized for a new ticket pricing plan as Højlund heeded the new head coach's plea for more goals. The striker scored a fine volley just before halftime to make it 2-2 and turned in another early in the second half as the Red Devils secured their second Europa League win of the New Look campaign. Sir Alex Ferguson watched from the director's box as Amorim managed at Old Trafford for the first time, with a flag in the Stretford end reading, "Welcome home Ruben" in Portuguese. The head coach plumped for 6 changes on a night when his side made another flying start. United struck within 2 minutes at Ipswich and just 48 seconds were on the clock when they opened the scoring on Thursday. Jostein Gundersen passed back to goalkeeper Nikita Håkon, who panicked under pressure from Højlund and could only watch on as Garnacho tapped into an empty net. Bodo could have buckled but reacted well against United, whose boss Amorim looked like a bee in a bottle on the touchline and was reminded of his new side's shortcomings. Jens Petter Hauge's brilliant pass was key in a fine Bodo move that involved quick passing, sharp movement and an excellent first-time Evjen blast beyond Andre Onana in the 19th minute. The yellow and black hordes erupted, just as they did in even greater disbelief in the 23rd minute. Patrick Berg whipped a fantastic pass from deep that Zinckernagel latched onto, having accelerated past Tyrell Malaysia. The United left-back, making his first start after 18 injury-ravaged months, failed to catch up and the ex-Watford winger slammed through Onana's legs. There were alarmed groans from the United faithful when Evjen lifted over as Bodo tried for a third against Amorim's punch-drunk hosts. The Red Devils offered little by way of response, but the head coach's halftime team talk changed just before the break. Noussair Mazraoui cut out a pass, jinked past several Bodo players and then lifted a cross into Højlund, who took a touch and quickly sent a smart volley beyond Håkon. Amorim brought on Diogo Dalot in place of rusty Malaysia at the break and saw his side return with renewed vigor. Mason Mount did well under pressure to dig out a shot that hit the crossbar in the 48th minute, and 2 minutes later United were back ahead. Mount's flick put Manuel Ugarte in behind and his low ball found Højlund, who outmuscled his man to direct home from 6 yards. Amorim rung the changes as he experimented and kept a hectic schedule in mind. That included Casemiro slotting in at the heart of defense as play became unsettled, with Høge having an effort saved and Garnacho striking across the face of goal. The Argentina international was guilty of missing another chance at the end of a break that started when Onana came out and then had to tackle Høge. Bodo claims for handball were ignored. Marcus Rashford drove narrowly across the face of goal and Onana brilliantly kept out a Kasper Høeg header, unaware the substitute had strayed offside. The United goalkeeper was, though, required to keep out a stoppage-time free kick from Berg as Amorim's side secured the win.